The message was sent at 3:12 a.m. I know that because I checked the timestamp at least 50 times. And every time I checked it, it stayed the same.
3:12 a.m.
The problem? I was awake at 3:12 a.m. and I never sent it. Started like any normal night. I was lying in bed, scrolling through my phone, half asleep, half bored. Nothing unusual. No creepy noises. No bad feeling. Just quiet. At around 2:50 a.m., I remember plugging my phone in and putting it beside me. I even checked the time one last time before closing my eyes.
2:57 a.m.
I didn't fall asleep. That's important, because I remember everything after that. Every second. At exactly 3:12 a.m., my phone buzzed. Just once. A short vibration. I picked it up immediately. It was a message. From me. Same number. Same contact name. No difference. I stared at the screen, confused. The message said, "Don't turn around." I froze. My heart started beating faster, but I didn't move, didn't blink, didn't breathe properly. I checked the chat info. Same number, same account. No tricks, no apps, no second device connected. Nothing, just me, and a message sent from my phone that I didn't send. I laughed, not because it was funny, because it was the only thing my brain could do to stay normal. Okay, I whispered. Very funny. I checked for scheduled messages. Nothing. Drafts. Nothing. Recently used apps. Nothing. Everything was clean. Then my phone buzzed again.
3:14 a.m.
Another message. From me. I said don't turn around. The air in the room changed. That's the only way I can describe it. Felt tighter. Like the space behind me had become occupied. I was lying on my side, facing the wall, my back exposed to the rest of the room. And suddenly, it didn't feel empty anymore. I swallowed hard. This isn't real, I whispered. Buzz.
3:15 a.m.
You're breathing too fast. My chest tightened. I hadn't made a sound. I hadn't moved. But it knew. I slowly opened the front camera. My hands were shaking. The screen showed my face. Dark room. Dim light from the phone. Nothing behind me. I almost felt relief. Then, the message came again.
3:16 a.m.
Don't use the camera. The screen glitched. Just for a second. But in that second, something moved behind me. Not clearly. Not fully. Just enough to know. I wasn't alone. I dropped the phone. It hit the bed beside me. Screen still glowing. Another message.
3:17 a.m.
You weren't supposed to see me. I couldn't take it anymore. I turned around.
Fast.
Too fast. Expecting, I don't know, something, anything. But there was nothing. The room was empty. Completely empty. Door closed. Window shut. Closet still. Nothing. I almost cried from relief. See, I said out loud. Nothing there. Buzz.
3:18 a.m.
I looked down slowly. The message read, "Now I'm in front of you." My hands went cold. Very slowly, I raised my eyes. The room looked the same, but something felt wrong. Like perspective had shifted slightly. Like I wasn't standing in the same place anymore. Buzz.
3:19 a.m.
Closer. I backed up. Hit the wall behind me. My breathing got louder. Faster. Uncontrollable.
Butz. 3:20 a.m.
I can almost touch you. I shut my eyes. Tight. Hoping it would stop. That this was some kind of nightmare. That I'd wake up. That none of this was real. Buzz.
3:21 a.m.
Open your eyes. I didn't. Couldn't. Buzz.
3:22 a.m.
If you don't open them, I will. My eyes snapped open. I didn't mean to. They just opened. Like something forced them. And for a split second, I saw it. Not clearly. Not fully. But enough. A shape. Too tall. Too thin. Standing right in front of me. His face wasn't a face. Just empty. Like something had been erased. I screamed. Fell to the side. Scrambled for the light switch. Turned it on. Nothing. The room was empty again. I stood there shaking. Looking everywhere. Checking everything. Nothing. No one. No sign. Buzz.
3:25 a.m.
I didn't want to look, but I did. Slowly, the message said, "You shouldn't have turned around." I didn't sleep that night, or the next, or the next. I tried everything. Factory reset my phone, changed numbers, got a new device, even stayed at a friend's place. Didn't matter, because 3 nights later, at exactly 3:12 a.m., my new phone buzzed. Unknown number. One message. "Did you really think it was the phone?" I stopped breathing. Another message came instantly. "Check your reflection." I looked up, at the mirror across the room, and this time, I didn't see myself move, but my reflection did. Tilted its head, smiled, and raised its hand before I did. "I told you." The next message came. "I'm in front of you now." I smashed the mirror. I didn't even think. Just grabbed a chair and broke it. Glass everywhere. Problem solved, right? No, because the next message came anyway. "Breaking it doesn't remove me." A long pause. Then, "It just gives me more pieces." That was yesterday. Now every reflective surface feels wrong. Phone screen, window glass, even a spoon. Because sometimes, just sometimes, my reflection is a second too late, or a second too early. And last night, at 3:12 a.m., it didn't copy me at all. It just stood there, watching, waiting. I answered a call from my own number, and the first thing I heard was myself screaming. It happened at 1:43 a.m. I remember because I was editing a video, headphones on, completely focused. No creepy mood, no silence, just background music and screen light. Then my phone rang. I almost ignored it, but when I glanced at the screen, my chest tightened. Caller ID me. Same number, same name, no difference. I frowned. "Spam glitch," I muttered, but something about it felt wrong. Still, I answered. "Hello." For a second, nothing. Then, a loud, distorted sound blasted into my ears, like static mixed with wind. Then a voice. My voice. Panicked. Broken. Screaming. "Don't pick up." The call cut. I ripped the headphones off, heart racing. What the hell was that? I checked the call log. Still there. Incoming call. From my number. Duration, 4 seconds. I tried calling back. It said, "The number you are trying to reach is not available." I laughed nervously. Okay. Weird bug. That's what I told myself. A bug. Just a glitch. Then my phone rang again.
1:47 a.m.
Same thing. Me calling me. This time I hesitated. My thumb hovered over the screen. Every instinct said don't answer. So obviously, I answered. "Hello." Silence. Then breathing. Heavy. Uneven. Close. "Who is this?" I whispered. The breathing stopped. Then slowly, my voice spoke again, but calmer this time. Almost warning. "You still have time." Cold rushed through my body. "What do you mean?" No reply. The call ended. I didn't sleep. Not even close. I sat there, staring at my phone like it might explode. 8:02:03 a.m. It rang again. I didn't answer. The ringing continued. Longer than normal. Too long. Like it didn't follow normal call timing. Finally, it stopped, and a voicemail appeared. I stared at it for a full minute before pressing play. First, nothing. Just static. Then footsteps. Running. Fast. Desperate. Then my voice again. But this time, it sounded terrified. "He's behind me." Heavy breathing. A door slamming. Then whispering. Not mine. Something else. Deep. Close. Then my voice again. Crying. "If you're hearing this, don't answer the next call. Please, just don't." The voicemail cut. My hands were shaking so badly I almost dropped the phone. Right on cue, the phone rang.
2:07 a.m.
I stared at it. Heartbeat in my ears. Don't answer. That's what the message said. So I didn't. The ringing stopped. Silence filled the room again. Then, a sound. Behind me, a faint creak, like a footstep on wood. I slowly turned my head. Nothing. But something felt different, like the room had changed. My phone buzzed. A text message. Unknown number. You answered. I froze. Another message came instantly. That wasn't supposed to happen. My throat went dry. I didn't answer. I whispered. The reply came immediately. You answered the first time. My heart dropped. Another message. That's all it needed. The lights flickered. The temperature dropped. And then, my phone started ringing again. But this time, the sound wasn't coming from the phone. It was coming from behind me. Slowly, I turned around and saw it, standing in the corner, holding a phone to its ear. My phone. And from its speaker, I could hear my own voice, still screaming. The door appeared overnight. And the worst part? No one else noticed it. I live alone. Small apartment. 3rd floor. 1 bedroom. Simple layout. I know every inch of it. Every wall. Every corner. Every scratch. So when I woke up and saw a door where there shouldn't be one, I knew something was wrong. It was in the hallway, between the bathroom and the closet. A narrow wooden door. Dark brown. Old. I stood there for a full minute, just staring, trying to remember. Was this always here? It wasn't. I was sure. I walked up to it slowly, touched the handle. Cold. I checked the hinges. Real. Solid. Not fake. Not new. Like it had always been part of the apartment. I stepped back, pulled out my phone, took a picture, then checked older photos of my place. No door. Same wall. Same angle. Nothing there. My stomach tightened. I called my landlord. Hey, quick question, I said, trying to sound normal. Was there always a door in the hallway? A pause. Then he laughed. What door? I turned, staring right at it. This one, between the bathroom and closet. Another pause. Longer this time. There's no door there. I didn't reply, just hung up. I didn't open it. Not at first. I told myself to ignore it, that maybe I was tired, stressed, seeing things. But throughout the day, I kept noticing it. Every time I walked past, felt like it was watching. By night, I couldn't take it anymore. I stood in front of it again, hand on the handle, heart racing. Just open it, I whispered. So I did. Slowly, the door creaked open, and behind it was darkness. Not a room, not a closet, not anything normal, just black. Like the space behind the door didn't exist. I grabbed my phone flashlight, shined it inside. The light didn't go far. It just faded, like it was being swallowed. Then, a sound. From inside. Breathing. Slow. Heavy. I slammed the door shut, stepped back. This isn't real. But deep down, I knew it was. That night, at exactly 3:03 a.m., I woke up. The door was open. I was sure I had closed it. But now, it stood slightly ajar. And something was standing inside. I couldn't see it fully. Just a shape. Taller than the doorframe. Not moving. Watching. Couldn't breathe. Then it spoke. A low, broken voice. You weren't supposed to find it. I couldn't respond. My body wouldn't move. Then it stepped forward. And I realized something horrifying. It wasn't coming out of the door. The door was moving with it. Like the doorway was attached to whatever that thing was. Now you've seen inside, it said. Another step. Closer. So now, the darkness stretched, spilling into the hallway. You belong to it too. The door slammed shut. I jumped up, ran to the hallway. The door was gone. Completely gone. Just a wall. I laughed, cried, didn't know what to feel, until I turned around and saw it again. The door. But this time, it wasn't in the hallway. It was in my bedroom, right next to my bed. And the handle slowly started turning.